Hey there! Here at MotaWord, we're constantly trying out new things to make our customers' lives easier when it comes to translation. We work with users who rely on our translation services consistently, so we wanted to run a simple experiment. What if we built a few automations on NA10 and tested whether they actually help in real day-to-day work? In this video, I'm going to present to you the second workflow we created. We realized that sometimes translation starts with emails. Someone receives a file, forwards them, asks for a quote, waits for a response, and then follows up. Even though the process is actually very quick, it still involves manual steps. This workflow removes all of the friction. Let's check out how it works. First, there's a Gmail trigger that continuously watches your inbox. It is looking specifically for unread emails that have attachments and a match label, in this case something like forward to quote. The next step is very simple, setting up the workflow so it runs smoothly. One of the first things you'll have to define in this version of the workflow is the source and target languages. In our example, we're translating from English to Spanish, but you can easily duplicate this workflow to work with different languages or language pairs you work with. You'll also need your MotaWord Better token. You can get this by creating an account at MotaWord, heading to your dashboard, and opening the Connect section. Next comes the Gmail setup. This includes creating labels for incoming requests and processed emails, connecting Gmail credentials, and making sure all Gmail-related nodes use those credentials. You can also define things like the translation quality tier. For this example, we're just using machine translation, but you can set it up so that it gives you a quote for certified translation instead. Once everything is set up, the workflow runs like this. It watches your inbox for new emails that match the criteria. When it finds one, it downloads all of the attachments. If an attachment is already available, it moves forward. If not, it downloads it directly from Gmail. Then it prepares the files to send them to MotaWord so that you can receive your quote. Once the project is created, the workflow extracts all of the nice-to-have details like the turnaround time, the word count, and the price of the project, and it confirms the language pair, and it also shares the project. After that, it builds a clean, fully formatted HTML email with all of that information. That email is then sent as a reply to the original Gmail thread. And finally, the workflow labels the email as processed and marks it as read so your inbox stays organized. One important thing to note is that this workflow sends you the quote immediately, but it doesn't launch the translation itself. It's focused entirely on speeding up the process for getting a quote. So, quick question. Would this workflow be useful to you or your team? Please let us know in the comments. And that's it for this video. If you're interested in translation-related automations, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Until next video.